sunglasses or no sunglasses?
I like sunglasses.
You like the sunglasses?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know? Ready?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Welcome, everyone, to the podcast.
No way. We said we're not going to
Huh?
do that.
What was it? Are we not going to say we're welcoming to the podcast?
Oh, I guess we should welcome the people.
Yeah, like welcome, you know?
Okay.
Or just be like, welcome to a new episode. or
Yeah.
something
Okay.
like that.
My bad.
Right?
Apologies.
No.
Let's start over.
All right.
Cut.
Cut. It's like- All right. Welcome to the podcast. You know, we're doing another episode. I just got back from Coachella, and I love Brooke's outfit. I would
Oh,
say
thank
she's
you so
giving,
much.
very Coachella influencer incognito mode with like the cap, you know, the glasses and the outfit.
I do love incognito mode. Like when I go out at night, sometimes on my walks, I'm like, I can't wear sunglasses because I can't really see
People
in the
like-
dark with sunglasses on. Like people at festivals who do it, I like try because I need to block out some of
Yeah.
the sensation. And I'm like, I can't see anything. And it like stresses me out a little bit. So it's wild that I'm wearing these currently, but
Hey,
it's
glasses
incognito mode today.
Right. It's for Coachella.
Yeah, I didn't go to Coachella. But yeah, welcome to our new episode. We're going to also change our name probably. So
Right.
look out for that.
Look out for that.
I forget what we're changing it to Brooklyn Way.
I think or Zen in the City. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that
Or
was
Zen
good
in the
too.
City.
I think it represents our personalities a little better.
Yeah. But, you know, let us know what you think.
Right.
Brooklyn Way, also just our names
Yeah,
are
just our names.
kind of fun.
That's also fun.
This way, that way.
This way, that way. So, you know, we'll see, and then we'll just, you know, let everyone know. Yeah, I think it's been a pretty fun, you know, last couple of weeks. I think Coachella was fun, just hanging out with the people. Like it incorporates all the things I love doing.
And he camped.
And camping. People, you know, clown on camping, but I love to camp personally.
Remember when you were like telling me about Coachella and you were like, I'm going to camp and go to my music festival. It's the most fun anyone can have, or like the most fun ever or something. And I was like, that's relative.
Yeah, it's relative.
The music festival part sounds fun. Camping. I saw a
Yeah.
bunch of camps being blown away.
Oh,
I don't know if that was this weekend or last weekend.
I think it's probably both weekends. It was pretty windy. We came back and like half of our canopy was blown off and just
Really?
it was like gone. You know, we had to take it down and kind of improvise a
But
little
not
bit.
like your tent part.
Yeah, not
Just
the tent part.
canopy
Yeah,
for
the
like
canopy
shade
part.
during the day and like eating.
Yeah, and luckily it wasn't raining. I remember one time like it was windy and it was raining and we came back and you know, let's just say we weren't sober and we're like, oh, it's like our home is destroyed and we were
Yeah,
like
wow,
all
that's
sad.
sad.
You know?
That's a bit rough.
Yeah, so that was a little rough. But this year the temperature was so perfect. Like normally it gets in the 90s, sometimes 100. But it was like good 80s, high 80s, and last day was 70s, which was like perfect.
Oh yeah, that's
weather.
actually great desert weather.
Yeah, we are just talking about like how beautiful the desert is, especially like at nighttime, the sunsets, seeing the mountains. I mean, I really think it's a
And the
vibe.
stars too.
And the stars, you know. So
I think desert sunsets are
oh no,
top
they're amazing.
tier.
Yeah,
like they compete very heavily with like an ocean sunset
right. No, I agree.
with the mountains in the background and like
And the
all
way
the
it was
palm
bouncing,
trees.
yeah, like the light was bouncing from the clouds. It was,
Yeah.
you know, got to come with us one of these years. You know, Brooke wants to go on Survivor. I was like, first you got to learn to camp.
Yeah, so I want to go on Survivor and I watched the other day and I've had multiple epiphanies that I should go on the show.
Right, there we go.
The surviving part would be the hardest, definitely. But then I thought about it. I've been to camp like as a kid, you know. I had to camp
Yeah.
before.
But this
In
is camping
cabins.
like in a cabin. I feel this is like some
Sure.
bougie,
Sure.
you know, OC camping.
Okay.
We're talking about like you're gonna get your fingers dirty, you know?
That's fine about
Yeah.
that. My biggest thing that I worry about going on Survivor is like I want to be able to brush my teeth. And like
So that-
they now,
Yeah.
okay, so back in the day, it used to be like, I think like 39 days. They kind of call it like the old way of playing Survivor and then the newer like age. That's how
Right.
they keep referring to it on the show. But I think because it used to be 39 days and now it's like 25 or something.
right.
So like
wow.
I can do that.
That's like 2 weeks shorter. That's a huge
Yeah. And
like,
they,
reduction
I
in
think they
days.
give them more now. Like when they when it first started, you couldn't bring a single thing.
Right.
Now they bring a whole backpack full of stuff.
Yeah.
So that leads me to believe that they might be able to bring toothpaste
Wow,
because
interesting.
think about it, oral health is important.
Like I love that.
So would you
I
people,
would bring
what if you're
a
sacrificing oral
match.
health for a month?
Right.
And you're talking very close proximity to
Yeah,
people.
that
Like,
is true.
you know what I mean? I think that they should allow you to bring that. It's not that serious. Like, we're not all, like, in terms of the survivor part, like,
Right.
the game has evolved to where, like, you can give us toothpaste.
Right. I think it
But it's not
must.
confirmed if they do.
Right. Because, when we do watch Survivor, you don't see anyone just like,
Well, they're not going to show that
it's
part for sure.
like, yo, your breath
But
is
now they have, like,
picking.
2 pairs of shoes, I think. And, like,
Wow.
or they have, like, definitely a change of clothes. And, like, they can bring
Okay.
jackets and stuff. And like they're still all wearing the same outfit like most of the game, but I think they do have like they have more than just what's on their back basically. They have full
Wow.
backpacks.
I think like every 5 years or 10 years, they should do like an OG 39 days. I just feel like we're reducing like everything's getting a little softer. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like
for
I want to
sure.
see a little bit.
But because I think people were getting like severely sick. Like I
Right,
think
I
one dude
see.
was like his health went down the drain for like months. Like
Yeah.
people have had like actual issues coming off the show. From what I remember, I'm not like a what do they call them?
Or the
The
historian
the
of
main
the
Survivor,
essay.
like the really intense Survivor fan, super fan.
Right, right.
I'm not a super fan, but I love Survivor, and
Yeah.
like but I haven't seen probably every season. Yeah, so
No, it's definitely fun to watch.
it's fun to watch. But anyways, I think people were getting sick, and they were like,
All right,
well,
this might be a
that's
liability thing.
that, and like kind of the whole like main fun of the show is like the strategy part,
Right.
and like obviously the pushing yourself to the limits on the like the challenges
Yeah.
because those are hard.
No, for sure.
This one girl had to hold her arm up, you guys, and hold up a bucket of water for 1 hour.
Yeah, there's no way. I don't think I could hold a
And so
bucket
I
of
tried to
water
do it for
an
like a
hour.
sec in my apartment.
It's like
And I was
3
like,
minutes.
oh man, this would be no, I just tested it out for like 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
I was like,
It's like, how hard can I hold this?
well, you got to
bucket?
think about it.
An
My
hour?
arm goes numb.
Yeah.
So, okay, I was like the strength part and like just holding it up would, because I mean, imagine just standing somewhere in the middle of Fiji, nothing around you but a camera crew staring at you, probably not talking to you.
Yeah.
You have to have an hour go by. I should do it for an hour. So, what I think I would do is I would start counting the minutes for part of it. It gives you something to do, counting.
Yeah, I guess. it would do
60. Maybe I
something.
count backwards 60, 59,
Wow.
58.
Oh, that would drive you crazy. I would have to go in
Or
this,
sing a
like,
song.
like, yeah, maybe sing a song or go into like a Zen state, just
Yeah.
like blanking.
But you can't go too zen because you have to remember she was like, she even said something like, if you drop your arm even a little bit,
You
the bucket's
lose.
going to fall and then you lose.
Wow. So you got to stay a little focused.
You
as
basically had to
well.
hold this bucket open up till other parts emptied out. And if the bucket of water fell on you,
Yeah.
she would like lose her vote or something.
And this is where, we're talking about like fun $1 million ideas. Whoever listens to this podcast, there should be a theme park, a Survivor theme park.
Oh, yes. So you can test it out.
Where you can do some of the challenges, like popular challenges throughout the years and see how well you do. Because there's so many times where like we're watching, it's like, I could do that faster than that person. You
know what
It's
ones
like,
are really
can you
hard
though? Can
is the ones where they have to stand in between like walls on like a tiny piece of like ledge, or they have to like stand on like a really skinny beam and like balance something.
Yeah.
Those all look so hard because like think about it, things cramp up in your body or like
yeah.
like my arm goes numb when I sleep before my brain does.
Right, wow.
So like I have to like constantly wake it up. And if once your arm's dead and numb, like,
Yeah.
how are you gonna hold it up?
Yeah. And you're like dehydrated.
Yeah, you got
your
no
body is
electrolytes.
no electrolytes. I mean, I have a cool pillow now
And
where I
you
can put
really-
my arm under.
Yeah, and
Whereas
you
before, I would just like sleep on it.
really only eat some like rice every now and then. And if people could catch fish,
Yeah, I feel like I said, I'd be catching some fish.
yeah. If
I
Way was
have
there, it'd
some
be
skill
totally
on,
fine. I would not
catching
worry about it
fish.
if Way would keep me fed, and you'd probably build me a shelter.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Yeah.
we have that, and this is the kind of skills that we can learn. I think during the summertime, let's go. We can go camping with our other friends.
Well,
and,
you know what I really want to actually try if we could do this then
Sure.
is start a fire.
Okay, from scratch, like
Well,
literally
no,
from
they give you
scratch.
flint and well,
Oh, flint is
actually
super
this
easy.
season they lost their flint
Yeah.
and they had to figure out fire and they did it with remember the thing in when you were a kid like in second grade
Yeah.
and you put a magnifying glass to the
Oh,
sun?
that's even
They
easier.
made a fire like that.
Oh, easy.
Oh.
Like we had
If
to.
you
I
have
remember,
glasses.
like in sixth grade, we had to remember like tying like this little thing around a piece of wood, and we literally had to do it like old school, like from the friction of the wood.
Yeah.
So the trick is really to get like really fine, flammable, like it's almost like hair. Like you break up the
Yeah.
pieces so fine, and then you put it underneath, and then you start the friction, and then
Okay.
once it starts smoking, like you progressively add larger and larger pieces of flammable material to build it up. I think we should try that. I don't know if we
Well,
should try it in a
because
national forest,
no,
but
but maybe somewhere because if you get to the final 3 or
right.
final 4, it's a fire making challenge.
Like that flint thing, like I
And
saw
you want to be
they
able
had
to
a flint.
contribute to camp.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, hey, I can make fire.
Yeah, you saw the fire making challenge I showed.
Yeah, they had a flint. I was
Yeah,
like,
you
oh,
were like, that's really easy.
that's super easy. I was
Some
like,
of us, not so easy,
yeah, we can
okay?
get a flint, but I'm saying we can get some flints from Amazon and then work on it maybe in a
Yeah.
parking lot.
The other thing
That's
I
not the
worry
burn
about, and
first.
I'm sorry if these things make me sound too bougie or something, they're really not. I just want toothpaste. But what about like face sunscreen?
Oh my God, no. I don't think you're gonna be. It's like you're
Like,
supposed to be like
that's not good for your
rough.
face.
Oh, I. People are probably like sunburned and
Right. I'm not
scalded.
saying I need a full treatment or really
Yeah, it's
anything
like,
fancy.
where's a spa, you
Just
guys? It's
sunscreen.
like, no, we're here to rough it. It's like,
Do we get massages every
yeah,
week?
it's like, do we get massages? Like, can we have the spa? Oh, I'm only supposed to eat rice. Like, no, this is Survivor.
No, I've been dying to go on. I think it'd be so fun. The challenges look epic.
Yeah.
They also look rough. Like some people really like injure themselves. But yeah, I have to make a video to do it, and I have like I have an idea for part of the video, but I have to do like the live part where I'm like, "Hi, my name's Brooke.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, blah blah blah," and then like tell them all these things about me to like put me on the show.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be really cool. I think it'd be fun. And then last night we had game night and we played this
Right.
game called Mafia. I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
Right.
But basically it's great for big groups and we had like what, 10 people or something?
Yeah, like 9 or 10, yeah.
And basically how do I describe this in like the shortest way possible?
Pretty much the game is so you have two mafia members and their goal is to kill off these villagers. So in the beginning, you get assigned a card. You're either a mafia member, a villager, a sheriff, or a medic.
And the sheriff and medic are still villagers, by the way.
Yeah. So they're still villagers, but the point of the mafia is to kill off all the villagers. And then the point of the sheriff is to find out who the mafia members are. The medic's goal is to save everyone each round. And in between the rounds, like everyone's awake and they have to figure out who the mafia person is and, ideally execute them, I guess. But it's all about game of like lying and
It's all lying. It's all deceit. There's a lot of truth in it too. Like for most of the games I played,
Right.
I told the truth because I had the truth on my side.
Yeah.
Like I was very aware of that. I'm like, I'm telling the truth because it's easy, right?
Exactly.
Like the one time when I found out I was the sheriff and I immediately found out who the mafia was. So
Right.
I outed myself. I martyred myself for the sake of the
Right.
group.
Right.
Villager.
Yeah. And I do agree. And this is where you want to combine the ability to lie, the ability to see who is lying, and then also using logic, right?
Yeah.
Trapping people
Actually,
into.
both of those are hard. Sorry, I interrupted
Oh, no,
you.
no, good. But I was just saying, like, I think asking the right questions and, to infer or get someone to, screw up, because I think lying is harder than telling the truth, right? Like,
1000%.
Yeah,
So I'm a
gotta
really
keep
bad
on with it.
liar. My sister can confirm.
right.
She can spot a lie from me like a mile away. She's like, "You're
Wow.
lying. You're a bad liar." And I'm like,
Wow.
"Damn!" Like she's not
Right.
wrong. And I'm not. So I'm not a good liar. I have trouble like thinking of the story, and I have trouble delivering the story. So double bad liar. And then reading people's lies. I was okay. I was better at that.
Yeah, I think
Thank
you were.
God.
Yeah.
But you're a pretty good liar. Like Kasaj, I knew when he was the person every time. I knew was Z too. Like I, but then like, the girls,
Okay,
they were rough.
girls are good at lying,
Yeah. But like, yeah,
you know?
I knew that they would manipulate me pretty easily.
Right. Because I feel the whole time, like you're gonna, like my friends were like, "Come on, man, we're homies. Of course, we're gonna
Yeah,
be
they're bad
funded,"
liars.
and we're just like, and then with the girls, it's like everyone's like pulling their emotional or
Oh
like
my
everyone
God,
has their
yeah. The
own.
claws were
Yeah,
out. It got really heated,
yeah,
but it was so much
it
fun.
was fun.
And it made me feel like, oh my God, it's like I'm on Survivor. This is a blast.
Right.
I think I could do it.
Yeah.
Um, I did see this one girl who just went on back to back seasons, actually. She won her season and then immediately went to season 50. And I like stumbled across her Insta and she was like,
Oh, is this Savannah or whatever?
Savannah,
Okay.
yeah. And she was super fit on the show.
Yeah, she's
And I
been
guess when she got back from the show, she gained a bunch of weight and she was just sharing her journey
right.
on like kind of how drastic your body changes because you lose a lot of weight because you're not eating for like a month.
Right.
And then she came back and she was like, I was literally insatiable, like yada yada yada. And she was just like, she just shares like her survivor story. So this was part of it. And she's like, yeah, now I've like lost, I'm like at a normal weight, but I don't look like what I looked like when I was on the show.
Right.
Like your body does go through a lot of changes. Excuse me. Which I guess makes sense when you don't feed it for 25 days.
Right. I mean, you're in kind of starvation mode.
No magnesium, no supplements.
Right.
No
Like my hair is falling out. Their nails are probably weak.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely get a lot of vitamin D, so that's great.
Right.
And then if you can get some fish, you can get some omegas in
Yeah.
you.
They have chickens, don't
But
they?
like I
Didn't they win a
sunburn
chicken?
easily. What?
Didn't they win some like chickens?
No, there are
Challenges?
challenges sometimes where you
Okay,
can
they're not
win a
just roaming.
reward.
I
And
see.
early on the rewards are like a fishing kit, a
Yeah.
tarp,
Right.
and then chickens a lot of times. Whereas like the later rewards are like Chili's dinner. Like
Ooh, hell yeah, a little better.
Chili's must wait, was it Chili's? No, it was I don't know, one of those types of restaurants sponsored
Yeah.
like a meal and like Jeff went through the host. He was like, and the winners get like double bacon cheeseburger
Oh
with
my God, that
this
must-
type of cheese and went through every little detail and then
Right.
gets this side and then this thing and then the dessert. And I was like, wow, he is like, this
Selling
is
it.
a commercial.
This is a
Oh, it was
commercial.
Applebee's. It was Applebee's. It was a commercial for Applebee's on the show, which I guess they used to do all the time. So it
And
was like
that's-
pretty funny.
You know what they should do as a commercial? This is another idea. If you guys take it, we should get a cut on this. It's like have these people who's been starving to death, right? And then show them like them. Maybe they actually never mind. They actually do this. This like show them eating the food and just like watching someone who's been starving for 20 days eat
show that
this
way?
food. Yeah,
Because then
I
they all
remember.
throw up.
Yeah, and then I was like, wow,
They seem to be better though. This in the newer seasons, they don't like get as sick. Whereas I feel like the old seasons, the first
Right.
reward challenge, they would gorge themselves, and half of them would be throwing up.
And I think it's actually medically not good. Like if you're starving and you start eating a bunch of killer calories really quickly, I think that's not good for you medically. Like people, you can like pass out or even like
well, yeah, they all
die.
get sick immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's odd.
So you gotta pace yourself.
gotta pace yourself.
Yeah.
A little appetizer, like chill
Yeah.
for like
And
30
then
minutes.
have a couple like breathe,
couple
maybe
bites
some
of
drinks.
burger.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, anyways, sometimes they do get chickens, and then typically what they do is they, like, I feel like for a couple days use the eggs, and then after a few days they kill one of the chickens for the meat
Ooh, yeah.
because they're so hungry.
Yeah.
Savannah was one of the ones that chopped the neck off because
Savage.
they got a machete in one of their rewards.
Oh, there we go. Hey.
Yeah. But you know what's funny? When they merge, I've noticed, like when the teams switch or they merge, so, there's different camps. In some camps, there's always one camp that's like horrifically worse than the others because they've lost all challenges. So
Yeah.
they like can't ever get supplies to make their camp better. And then when they like merge to two groups or one, like when like they do the full merge, they always send them to the shittiest camp.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah.
Like we're not giving you the good camp. You have to. This is Survivor.
This is Survivor. Like
we're not that
trying to-
soft.
But like to our point, it was interesting. Let's say when we were playing Mafia yesterday, because I was we were joking like it's like all right, we should hug each other at the end because I feel there was some irreparable damage that's been done to our relationships.
There was some damage.
know?
I mean, it's kind of wild because like you're with your really good friends who you trust to have your back at all times, and then they're lying straight to your face.
Right.
and they're manipulating you because they know how you can easily, like, they know how,
Your buttons.
they know your buttons and how
Right.
each person interacts, so you can easily manipulate people. And it's pretty impressive.
Right. And that is,
Way killed me probably 3 times when he
well,
was Mafia.
and I'm also glad I tricked our other friend. I'm not naming names, but
We
to
already
like
named
turn
2 of
to
them,
turn on
sorry.
you, to turn on you. Remember, I
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
pretty stoked. And I do agree. I feel like a lot of times, it's hard to differentiate. Like, I was telling when it's in poker, and you're bluffing, no one's going to say you're an immoral person because you bluffed. It's part of the
Right,
game.
right.
And then I think Mafia is almost like the threshold. When you lie, people take it a little personally, even though we know it's a game. And, I think since our relationship, I'm not like, a deceitful person. So I think to see me being capable of being deceitful, it's like, it's like adds
Right.
extra.
Like, I'll be honest, I feel fine with everybody. I'm
Yeah.
not offended because I
Yeah.
was
I'm not
very
offended.
aware. Like one of our friends looked at me during and she was like, dude, I've had your back every game. So you play multiple games because
Right.
they're only like
It's like 15.
15-minute
Yeah.
games. So they're quick. So you play a lot back to back, but every time someone new is the Mafia.
Right.
So it's hard. It's not like Survivor where you can build alliances throughout the game
Right.
because every game is like a complete clean slate. And if your friend is Mafia, well, you have to
Gotta
kill the
kill them.
Mafia. Like
Yeah.
it's a different game every game. And so she looks at me and is like, dude, I haven't once like accused you or called your name out.
Right.
And I'm like, dude,
That's
I don't
irrelevant.
give a shit.
Yeah, this is irrelevant.
You're
You could be the
Mafia. I was
Mafia.
like, tell me why you're not Mafia.
Right. Exactly. So people were a
And so
little.
I actually was shocked at how, because normally I would be like, oh my God, yeah. Like, and I'd be like scared she'd stop being my friend. And I was like, nah, bitch,
Yeah,
this is a game.
this is it. This
and
is a
I'm trying to
game.
win.
Yeah.
Like,
And this is where I feel it's good practice, I think, for, things like Survivor. Because Survivor,
that you actually build
you're building
friends.
long-term
Yeah.
relationships and emotions and feelings, like just as human beings, like, we're going to build, a bond together by
Dude,
hanging
they've
out.
held out animosity from seasons prior, some of these people.
Yeah, and imagine betraying someone, like breaking that trust, going to another alliance. That can definitely feel the sting of real betrayal, even though we know it's a game.
Well, 2 people on this show, Coach and Ozzy. Did you watch
Right,
that one
I remember
episode with
Ozzy.
me?
Yeah, yeah.
When like it was one of the first challenges, and then basically they had to choose one person from each tribe to go try to win supplies, and it was Ozzy, Coach, and I think Joe.
Yeah, I forgot. But
And anyways, Ozzy was working. It was one of those challenges where I was watching thinking I would give up. And I have like a high, like, I won't give up threshold.
Right.
Does that make sense, I
Yeah,
guess?
yeah.
How I explain that. So for me to like watch that and be like, I think I'd give up, like that
Wow.
means it was like it looked near impossible. And I
Wow.
could see the toll it was taking on your back. And I was like, I think my back would break.
Yeah.
So Coach, this like older dude, him and Ozzy had like I guess like a issue in a past season. So then when they were like on getting the supplies together, they basically like right before kind of like made amends. Like right when they got off the boat, they were like, "Yo, hey, good to
Yeah,
see
whatever
you.
drama.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry about 7 years ago. I know that's
7
like
years
no, it was
ago,
like
yeah.
7 years ago. They were still both upset. Like there was a lot of it was like true animosity.
Right.
They hash it out right before this challenge, and then they do the challenge, and Ozzy
betray-
is just working his ass off. Like I've never seen someone work harder.
Yeah.
And Coach goes, "Fuck this." Excuse me, bleep. I'm just gonna have Ozzy do the work, and then I'm gonna like try to grab this key. Like basically,
Wow.
it was like someone had to do all the work, and then like which they all could have done, and then drag this key to them, and anyone could technically grab the key. And Coach
Wow.
did that and grabbed the key.
Wow.
And Ozzy on the beach like asked him like was like, dude, you're kidding, right? Like you just saw how it was one of those like human moments that he had of like forget the game. You just actually saw the physical toll that took me to work to get that, because you would have never gotten it. Like without me, you wouldn't even have gotten the key, number one. And two, like human to human, game aside, you just saw like how intense and like painful that challenge was, and you just took it
Yeah.
from me. And yeah. And I was watching and I was like, Ozzy, don't be a little bitch. Like, it is still a game.
It's the game.
That was
You
my
got
first
tricked, I
kind of
guess.
reaction, unfortunately.
Right.
But I totally see his side, and I think I would feel the exact same way.
Right.
But I think when you're in game situation, if you don't at all times think this is a game,
Yeah.
like Mafia last night.
Right.
And if you get lost in the like emotional aspect of it,
Yeah, it's like I'm not here to make
you're
friends.
doomed.
I'm here to win
You're
this
doomed.
$1 million. I'm
Right.
sorry, I'm here to win this prize, you
Like
know?
that's the whole point of the game.
Right. No, but so I thought it was interesting. I think it's definitely was a good fun game to play to get you into what you have to do in Survivor.
Yeah.
So you got to work on your lying skills,
I
deception
gotta,
skills, and
I gotta work,
got to work on your
work on my lying.
detecting skills as well. I think those two would be, good things to work on.
I feel like I'm good at like sussing out people's like seeing who's friends with who.
Yeah.
Like I'm good at paying attention to what people are doing. So I think I'd be okay with that.
And just like body language,
The lying is hard. I think I would maybe get Botox before, like I
So you
said.
just have no facial expressions.
Well,
It's
I
like,
am very emotive.
right.
And so will that hurt me? Like, yeah, like if someone says something like I make a face and I'm like, lock it up.
Don't look annoyed.
Stop doing that. It's like you don't realize till someone like my sister will like call me out and I'm like, oh yeah, wow, okay. So you got to be careful. Like you have to be
Right.
on 24/7 and you're not eating. That's probably the
Right.
hardest part.
That's
is like you
that
have
is
to be
hard.
like strategy thinking, like in the zone
Right.
with no fuel
Right.
unless someone's catching you fish.
Yeah.
And
so
that's why
this
those
is-
men early on stay.
Right.
No one can kick them off. You can't kick off the people building you camp
Building you-
and
getting you food.
Getting you food.
Like you're screwed if you do.
So I feel like those guys always do well until a certain point, and then when
Yeah.
it's individual immunity, it's like
All right.
we've survived 20
Now
days. We're
it's
good.
the-
Now you're out. Bye.
Now it's the social game.
Yeah, now's the social game.
Where I
It
think
goes
the
from
women
like
will
it goes from
excel.
survival to like social. Yeah, it like definitely evolves. I mean, it's
Yeah.
social the whole time, but like
Yeah.
survival is number one, and having a good team, because if you have a bad team and you keep losing challenges, then you need to win. So you need people like that will help you win,
Yeah.
which
I-
is a good puzzler and a strong individuals.
Yeah, and I think I do think like the show is an analogy for who knows, like there's a lot of chaos going on right now. It's like we're going to need to learn maybe some of those skills quicker than we think.
You think?
Just to get like for me, I'd rather know some manual skills just in case than if things go wrong and it was like, oh no, I don't have any survival skills.
No, yeah, but I feel like, yeah, I guess you're right. I think you'll be fine though.
Yeah, I think I'll be
And they're not
fine.
like going to that level of depth. They have camera crews all around them.
Yeah, like I would feel pretty safe.
Like
you know?
they'll always like, videotape like snakes in the wild or whatever.
Right.
And then
It's
I'm
all
like,
edited. I was like,
they're
this is
fine
edited.
because like they said they're on camera 24/7
Yeah.
and they camera at night because if you wake up, they need to know you're having conversations.
Yeah.
So like, no one's gonna let a snake go by you because they don't even want it by them.
I mean, that one dude got bit. Remember?
Yeah,
And,
he did get bit by that very small snake that's very poisonous.
Yeah. But it's funny because they had videos of the snakes.
But that was
swimming
a
in the
water
ocean
snake.
For like, I was like, they were tracking this snake.
Yeah.
And they still let the dude get bit.
I know, and like it was intense because then they like made it all. They make the medical stuff really dramatic.
Yeah.
Because I think they're trying to really show like these people are really surviving hard out here.
Right.
But you can tell the way they're living now and like just their overall stuff. Like the surviving part doesn't look.
Like super, super hard.
No,
yeah.
it's more like the not eating.
Yeah.
But and then if you do get hit with like bad weather in terms of like, I've seen like monsoons happen for days on days where it's just, you're wet it's
Yeah,
like
that's
miserable.
Kind of miserable. But
And then you're cold because you can't, when you're wet, it's not like it's hot rain.
yeah, that's true.
So it's cold.
So things to work on. I think. I mean, I think you should definitely apply because I think it'd be fun to see, like an OC girl trying to camp. I would watch for sure. I think it'd be mad entertaining.
Is that how you see me, Way? I'm just like an OC girl.
Just like who's never like
I haven't even lived there
hardcore
since I was
camped.
18.
Yeah. So I think it'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, that's true.
Fun to watch, but
But my fear is always like making the wrong allies at the beginning. But that's how you have to be good at sussing people out and sussing out if they're like normal or weird or not.
we'll play Mafia more often. Maybe like
Let's play Mafia more
with
often
their
with more
sister,
people.
or like someone.
Oh,
So I think have your
she-
sister come.
my
and
sister
if you
would
can start
love it.
lying to your sister, she's like the litmus
Yeah,
test.
you're right. You know what?
So
You're
when
right.
she plays and you can play
Yeah.
Mafia and you
Okay.
can start lying and without her sussing you out, then you know you've
Yeah, and I
developed.
need to play actually with my whole family because if I
Yeah.
can lie to my whole family, this
Yeah.
sounds so
So
terrible.
so terrible. Now we're
We're
just
working
being
on
bad
being
people.
better liars.
Yeah.
But
But
if I can fool my family,
yeah.
then I'm good
Yeah.
because they can read right through me.
I think it is a skill. Everyone's like, everyone should learn how to lie, not to be a bad person, but sometimes you'll have to lie to protect your friends, right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I always tell my old roommate, like I said, we're not gonna name it, but she's just like such a bad liar. And I was like, what if one day like they ban, Chinese people in America and you have to hide me and the police come, like you would just rat me out,
That'd be rough.
It's like
That's like Rue and that and her friend being drug mules on
right.
Euphoria.
Yeah.
How did that dog not sniff it? Were you wondering that?
Yeah, because you would think they would have some residue on their fingers or on their whatever,
He can't smell it through the skin because like the blood would take over.
Right, but there's got to be residues, right? Them being in their little factory, because I remember
No, they weren't in the factory. They were
in
just
their
in that.
basement.
They were in that restaurant
Yeah,
swallowing bags of
yeah.
drugs.
Because I think I watched this episode.
Euphoria is not for the weak,
Yeah, it's
and
a little
it's a
sad.
bit rough
Makes me sad a
to
little bit.
watch.
Yeah, like what they have to go through.
Just all the girls' storylines is like, whew,
Yeah, and I
it's
know
rough.
I think it reflects upon kind of like the Gen Z, like the one thing about Cassie and the OnlyFans. You know what I mean? And I feel I was reading this article how like 20% of some like girls are now like on OnlyFans. I was like, yikes. But it's the economy. Economy is bad, and I always say, I don't think you have true like freedom unless you have financial freedom, right? It's like to be fully sovereign, you need to have, let's say, enough financial means to not work if you don't need to. And if you don't, like, we are going to do things, forced to do things that, let's say, we don't want to do. And sometimes it's like, I love this one meme. It's like this girl stuttering, just can't read the letter. And she's like, screw it, I'm just going to be a stripper. But I was like, ouch. But sometimes that's real. It's like, hey, I wasn't very good at school, but I've always been told that I'm hot. Like
Well,
what
and they make
else?
so much money.
But
Like it's
some do, right?
some.
They were saying the average OnlyFan person maybe only makes like $200-300 like a month.
Really?
Yeah, like no, not everyone's making like hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow.
I think yeah,
Yeah. I'm not gonna comment on
right,
that industry on
right.
here
We're
right
not
now.
gonna.
I'm not prepared for that.
Yeah, that's too deep of a conversation, but
Yeah. No, but we are in a crazy time. That's for sure. And it's just I feel like it's been crazy for like 5 years though now.
oh yeah, since
And
the
I feel like
pandemic,
we haven't gotten a break from the crazy.
right?
Like I feel like we are just constantly on the verge of something insane happening.
I mean, the crazy. I think it's accelerating. To be honest,
Do you?
yeah, I feel it's
How
accelerated
long
since
in like
2020.
that's what I'm saying, the last
Yeah,
5
yeah.
years.
Since 2020, I feel things have gotten
No,
more
I'm saying the
chaotic.
last 5
Yeah,
years
yeah,
have been like extreme
100%.
chaos. And at every point in those last 5 years, including the present time,
Right,
like it feels like at any moment something insane could happen.
right.
Like, and we'd all kind of be like, yeah,
It's like they
that
told
adds
us.
up. Like
Yeah,
we went through like a global pandemic where we all were told we cannot leave our homes. Like that's probably one of the most wild things a lot of people have gone
yep,
through. Like, so
yeah.
yeah.
And I will say
And not to
it's
mention all the crazy things that happen every single day
every
that we're
single day.
so immune to.
Yeah, and I was just saying, like the pandemic for us, it was one thing that everyone can identify with. Like I was saying, during 9/11, like I watched it on TV because I was in California,
I did too.
but I knew people who was in New York. That was like a very localized, I think,
Yeah.
thing. People who suffered and lost, people, or they're like, I was downtown and you see the cloud coming through and like crazy stories where we kind of just saw it on TV. But the pandemic, I feel everyone had a personal story of their pandemic, like how they went through their mental health situation,
Yeah.
not being to go out and their struggles and, other things that maybe they found was positive during COVID as well, so we had that shared experience.
Yeah, it is a very interesting shared experience for sure.
But also, yeah, I also agree. Like, this year now we're going into wars. I think I know all these possible, nuclear things going down. I was like, yikes, like that's why,
It would
us
be
and
nice if we could keep the military like out of war
yeah, I
for the
agree.
military people's sake.
Yeah, for the military people's sake. So I do agree. I think a lot of Americans are, I think, just like, hey, let's just get back to, the good old days, but who
Yeah.
knows? I think we are accelerating into something crazy.
The one like not cool thing, but one of the cool things that came out of 9/11, which was obviously a horrific tragedy, was how unified the
Right?
country became. Like
Yeah.
I remember in school we were singing, like that one song that came out like right after 9/11 happened.
Ooh, I don't
Oh, and
remember.
I'm proud to be an
I say,
American. You know
yeah,
that song?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where at least I know I'm free. That
Right.
song's kind of a banger.
Yeah.
And I remember we sang that like all the time. We sang just like all the America songs came back in for like a
Yeah.
hot minute. And that lasted, I feel like, for quite some time.
Yeah. For maybe at least 5 years.
Yeah. Um, yeah. And then I feel like Obama ran for president and he was very divisive because
Right.
some people weren't ready for someone like Obama to become
Right.
president. And I feel like things started kind of dividing again in politics.
Yeah.
And also like Hillary Clinton ran. And so like you had a female running and like it was just like a lot of those types of changes.
Right.
And I don't feel like people handled them super well. Not like didn't handle them well, but like things started dividing and then enter Trump. And then
Right.
that's when everyone was like,
Just
if you're on
escalated
the
it.
other side of the political line, you are not my friend.
Right.
Like, I cannot speak with you. And I feel like he gets off by dividing the nation.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like fun for him or something.
Yeah. He's
Well,
definitely.
he loves drama.
He loves drama. Yeah.
Which, like, I can respect.
Yeah.
I can respect not respect. I can understand.
I can understand. It's
Someone
like,
loving drama, but not the president of the United
Right.
States.
That's the-
like you should have stayed in your lane as an
Right.
entrepreneur, real estate guy who loves drama and
Yeah.
is like so rich. Sure. But like then you become president and it's like we need to like take this role a little bit seriously.
Yeah.
Like we need a leader,
like,
clearly.
lives are.
And you're
in your
not
hands.
leading, you're dividing and that's all you've been doing and you like think it's a funny joke, like making fun of everyone. And he is kind of objectively funny sometimes. Like
I mean, some of his Twitter is definitely funny, but
it's like funny from a way of like, is this real life? Like
right, like this is our
is
president,
this the actual president of the greatest nation?
or
Like
making like political decisions, whether we go to war or not. Like lives are affected by his decisions.
yeah.
And I do think he is funny, but it's like he's on The Apprentice. He is like a celebrity who understands how to get people's attention. And a lot of people are like, the best way to get attention is have half the people love you and half the people hate you. Right?
And rage bait like
rage bait.
none other.
Right. And he's just like trolling. And I was like, ooh, and now we're in a situation, where people are out there risking their lives for us. So,
yeah,
not
and
the
I'm seeing
greatest.
so many more. Like
greatest.
I was driving to Orange County the other day, and I saw this military helicopter doing some like drills over the like mountains. I don't know if it was Marine. It didn't look like Navy. I think it might have been Marines, to be honest.
Kind of weird.
But either way, I've been seeing a lot more like drills being going down and like all this stuff, and it's just like, oh, it's so intense. Like, cause I know people in the military.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
I know like one person, but
I know, but we know a few people, some friends, we
but
just
I
want the
care,
best for
and I
them.
know
Yeah.
like a lot of former military. Actually, I know a few people in the military because like the reserves and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I do feel hopefully we can figure it out. Like I was telling our other friends, at what point are we just going to have to take some personal accountability and things like that? But
About
just our,
Trump?
our political situation in general.
Well, there's so many people I feel like Republicans that are like former MAGA, and then they're like, we were told we're not going to go to war, and we
Right.
believed
Total
everything.
betrayal, yeah, at this
And
point.
so then they're like changing their side, and all the Democrats are like, yeah, we told you that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like mafia, It's like,
gonna
well,
have to
how
lie.
should I believe you? Like how, like all these people, like it's so interesting. Like these candidates just get up there and they're like, I'm going to do this, 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 and this.
Right.
And it's like, this, and this each costs like
Gazillion.
a
How are you gonna pay
million,
for it?
billion, billion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, as much as we all want all these changes, some things are just not realistic, right?
Right.
Because or else why wouldn't I just run and be like, I'm gonna run for this and I want no more of this, no more of
Yeah.
this. Everyone's gonna be this.
I
Like,
want to give everyone $1 million.
yeah, like everyone's gonna feel great. You guys are all gonna get major tax cuts on this, and like, it's like, well, all that costs money, and where does that money come from? And
Right.
like, it really kind of all comes down to economics. And like, I
Exactly.
understand that social politics are a big thing, right?
Right.
I'm
And
not
those are-
denying that.
Yeah.
But like, you need the economy kind of like working like a well-oiled machine,
Yeah.
and like money to be like, you need to almost run it like a business in a sense of like, you kind of need some reserve money in case something happens, where you're not like just running off debt,
Right.
which is like what we're doing. And it's like,
Oh, there's tons of issues. I mean, we could talk for like
And
an
the-
hour.
right,
for,
right. But where I'm saying is, I don't
issues
think
for
that
sure.
the average person fully understands the economic side of it,
Right.
not to mention like global economics
And that's by
and how much
design.
that's all just like running the world pretty
Right.
much. And I don't know, and I'm worried I'm on the lower part of the K.
Right. We were talking about, I think right now, we're on this K-shaped economy, meaning, people who own assets and things like that. Like, as it progresses, their lives are going to get better and better. But if you're not, owning assets, like inflation is just going to eat away at everything. I mean, we were just like grocery shopping. I was like, my grocery is doubled
I just
since
spent
a few years.
$200 at Sprouts.
Right.
I don't even think I got enough food for 1 week, to be honest.
And back then it would be like $60, whatever, for like a week's worth of food.
Right. It's the only meat I got was ground beef and a steak
Yeah.
and chicken thighs.
Right.
How did I get to $200? Like,
Yeah.
I barely eat.
And I panicked a little. Thank you, Brooke, for let me use some of your freezer space. So I bought like probably like 30 pounds of meat.
Yeah.
When the war started, I was like, oh my God, the war started. Like, the price of beef is going to be like $30 a pound.
Wade texted me. He's like, "Do you have room in your freezer?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I looked at his freezer. It had like this much stacked of these like huge pieces of steak, meat, whatever. And then, like, literally, like 5 days later, he's like, "Hey, can I come with that meat? I already
eat
need
beef.
it."
Yeah. I mean, I go through probably a
Insane.
pound of beef like almost a day, but
A day?
maybe not a day. But close. Let's say on average, I'm probably eating like 8 to 10 ounces of beef.
I can't even eat. Like, I'll make like an 8-ounce steak, and I can only eat half of it.
Oh no, that's like lunch, and then dinner probably have another like
like a
10-ounce
snack.
steak. Yeah. So,
Yeah, but you know what the cool thing is that I know I can camp because I know, like, I made a steak, and I never thought I
See?
could make a
There we
steak
go.
on my own.
Yeah.
And now I do it all the time.
Yeah. I think you would be very like adaptive.
Yeah, I
think
learned
you'll
quick.
be quick, and I think you'll learn it, the situation. I think that's what would be fun to watch, to see where you are now.
I just get
be this.
To like the ultimate survivor.
Yeah.
I just get scared I'm gonna get voted off like immediately or something. So you
It's
gotta.
like, this girl's a threat. It's like, we should
Well,
vote her out.
no, not because I'm a threat. Just maybe they don't like me or something.
Aw.
So I think I gotta contribute to camp, win,
Right.
help win the game, and just like bond with people and be really nice. Just be myself, I
Yeah,
guess.
be yourself.
And then I can let the sassiness come out a little bit later.
Later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like you're gonna get annoyed with people, right? Like you're living with
sure.
them.
Yeah.
People like I've seen people like that don't do anything at camp, and people get so annoyed with them and almost kick them off early on just because they're not doing anything.
Yeah.
So you like really have to contribute. So I'd have to find a way to do that because like I could collect things like
Yeah.
coconuts or
So I don't know. Yeah.
Palms.
Like I said, we could shoot a little intro, whatever, for it, for your submission.
oh, my video.
Little
Yeah. I
submission.
watched this whole video on like tips and tricks.
Yeah.
They really want to know like details. Like, don't just say you're competitive. Tell us like why you were competitive,
Right.
and don't just tell us like this. Tell us like the details of the story behind it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell them like
Yeah.
I cry all the time.
Right.
I'm gonna be good on TV.
You'll be good on TV.
I like
yeah.
drama. I will give you the emotion, no problem.
Yeah.
I'll
give
have
you
to
what you
actually
want.
fight to not give it to you.
You know what I mean, it's like it's like a gladiator. It's like, are you not entertained? It's like,
I will do my best to crack jokes, and then I'll
Right.
probably rewatch it back and be like, "Oh, I'm not funny."
and I think it's so funny if you're on TV. Like you're only getting feedback from yourself and the people immediately with you.
Right.
And then when you're done with the season, because they're editing
Well,
and
you don't know how they're gonna cut
cut
it.
and edit, you're like,
Yeah.
wow, they just made me look like the
That's why
villain in this
that's why I would
season.
that's why I like the idea of Survivor because I don't feel like they make anyone like really an intense villain by any means. Like they have a little bit of drama and kind of will
Right.
like, push on some people's weak like things if they're being annoying and they'll just like do a montage of all the annoying things. But I don't feel like it's like a Love is Blind type villain where they make them like a horrible
It's like
person with
this person,
bad
yeah,
morals,
right,
It's more just like, oh, this person's like quirky, let's like zone in on it. Or like they're really not helping at camp, let's make them look lazy as hell.
right.
Like,
I was just like,
but you can overcome that stuff.
I think it'd be, we should both apply. I think it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, but how annoying
Yeah.
if you got on it first.
Oh, right.
Not because like I don't want you on it, just because
That'd
like
be
I've been
hilarious.
talking about it for forever.
Right? It's like, no.
I gave you the idea.
I gave you the idea.
Too bad we
Yeah.
can't go on together, but then we'd have to do some real mafia shit
Yeah.
and act like we have no idea who each
That's
other
true.
is.
We gotta cut this episode.
And I don't, but secretly we would basically like
Right.
go on. Well, they're never going to accept us both. We
You
would have
know?
to go on
Yeah.
with the understanding that no matter what,
Yeah.
like literally no matter what, even if we make alliances against each other or something happens, we have to always have each other's back
Right.
and come out and split the money.
Yeah.
If that was our agreement.
Yeah.
Which then what if you like get on and then like there's an opportunity to like take you out or you to take me out and you're the deciding
That's fine.
vote.
Like-
And if you don't, then you likely are going to get voted out next.
Right. We have to make
Do
that
you sacrifice
sacrifice.
yourself?
You have to. You know what I mean? You would have to sacrifice yourself or sacrifice the other person, like to win.
Oh,
'Cause
you would. So you would take them out. You wouldn't
would
save
have to.
them.
I would. I mean, whatever the optimal play was, knowing that whatever we make, we'll just split it in half, anyways. You know what I mean? Like we'd have to play it like the most optimal, including
I see.
executing each
so
other.
you would almost, but I'm saying like, okay, but you can't consult the other person because you guys
Right.
are like become enemies out there.
Yeah, and we have to. And I feel like we would have to be secret allies. Like no one would even know that we're allies. And it'd
No.
be fun.
No one would know your allies unless someone was like, okay, they had their ally group and they're like, and then I'd be like,
like, wait,
I think
does
I could
Brooke
I think
knows
I might be
Way?
able to get Way.
Right.
Or someone else said
Yeah,
that in my
yeah.
group. They're like, I think I get Way. And then we all
Yeah.
vote together and like, that's okay.
Yeah, I think it would be the ultimate. Yeah, like mafia.
Because there was
It'd be
like
hilarious.
2 seasons ago, these two people, they didn't know each other prior, but they became alliances at the very beginning and they were secret alliances
Right,
the
secret
entire
alliance. I
show.
like that.
And like to the end, no one knew they were in alliance
Right.
till the very end. They did like that good of a job.
Right. Yeah.
So that is like a fun style of gameplay, I feel. Because I'm like watching and I'm like, you could so easily see, like, it's like, think about it at work. Like, my work's not
Right.
that big. You can see who's talking to who
Yeah.
and like who's friends or whatever.
And just like body language, it's like, oh, this person is very like,
yeah, that's what I'm worried
homie,
about. I'm not good
homie.
at hiding stuff.
like I know my mom is very good at reading like social cues. One of my old roommate,
Shout out to your mom, by the way, for
oh,
watching
yeah,
our
no,
pod.
thank you. She's I can't upload it to her because she's behind the Great Firewall of China. But
Ah,
I'm gonna upload this when she comes to visit. I'll just put it on a USB so she can watch some of these episodes.
okay,
So
great.
so shout out to my mom.
Yeah, highways, mom.
So it was funny because like one of my old roommate, she's Muslim, and when you're Muslim, you're not supposed to live with someone who's like not your brother, your
Oh, yeah,
husband, or your
yeah.
father. So her father came to visit, and she's like, I felt like she was a little scared to invite me, but I know her brother. Her brother's super chill, and we were kind of like, yeah, man, just come on. I was like, and you can tell like she didn't want to invite me because she didn't want to start this, like I'm like a liability. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And her brother said, just say like you're my friend. You know what I mean? Just say you're my friend. Like come see, come kick it. We'll have dinner. And luckily, she was like, yeah, my dad is not going to question anything. I was like, because when we're like about lying, I was like, all right, we have to construct this lie. Like, where do I know your brother from?
Right,
Like,
right.
we have to do, even like the way I'm walking and talking.
If he asked where you lived,
where
like,
you live, like, can we have
Yeah.
a background story? Because I know my mom is very inquisitive.
Yeah. Oh my
like,
God,
so
same
if
with
you're
my
gonna lie
dad.
to her, like, we have to construct a story, and the whole time I'm like talking to her brother and not, just hanging out with Summer, because like my mom would know we're friends if we're just hanging out together like the whole time. So I make sure to like I'm sitting with her brother, like, and I think this is why I think our other friends were like, oh, Wade's a good liar because I was like I had to lie to my mom, like I could construct different layers
You
of
were a very good liar.
you know
But then your lie was like the same every time, and I
yeah
caught on. So that was
yeah
kind of your tell. It's
yeah
like you had one kind of like lane of lie,
yeah
if that makes
yeah.
sense.
So we have to be more dynamic, work on our deception skills a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
things
I
to
gotta
work
do
on.
it. I just gotta do it. I just gotta rip the band-aid off. They tell you every
Yeah.
commercial, Survivor casting. It's like I get a sign every 10 seconds.
Yeah, there we go.
I cry almost every episode. Like,
Wow, that's so
oh my
good.
God, The Pit. I just watched the season finale.
Oh,
I didn't even know I was watching the season finale, first of all. So that kind of like affected my viewing experience because I thought I had one more episode. And then I kind of realized, wait, this is definitely the final episode. And then I looked it up. Um, the last scene, oh my God, bawling
wow.
my eyes
Okay,
out.
wow.
Yeah, it was heavy. It was, wow.
No, there's definitely
Great show.
yeah. I'll definitely you know, like I'll check it out because my sister said it's like very real because she's like
Oh,
an
yeah, she
actual
did. Okay.
ER doctor,
I've
so
seen people on, which I love, is like an ER doctor or just a regular doctor or different type of doctor, whatever, is like shows videos of them watching the show and they'll clip
oh,
things and they'll be
uh,
like,
the
yeah, that's
commentary.
accurate. Oh, they gave the like actual amount of Keppra. And then they're like, yeah, if this is like, then like sometimes the ER doctors will be like, if we don't do this right now, this is going to happen. Then the
Right.
person watching will be like, yeah, that
Yeah,
actually is
it's
true, blah,
legit.
blah,
So they
blah.
have like a probably like consultants, for the
Oh
show for
yeah.
sure.
And think about how hard
Super
it is
real.
to act and do that. Think about it. You have to be like, what's a CC? Da 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 like
Yeah.
da 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 like okay, push 20 cc's of this, blah, 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 of this, get this ready.
Yeah.
Like it's like
You know the
you have
lingo,
to know all the
the
medical terms,
right.
the things like
We should be
two like
actors.
blah blah grams of
Right.
morphine.
Yeah.
Like it's like ah.
Like if you were one of those
Oh, I'd be a
actors,
bad actor. Like I don't have the face for an actress. Like meaning like the facial expressions. I don't have like
but I feel you
a
could work like you can learn it, I think you
yeah.
can learn while we're into it and then we can slowly get
That would be fun to be an
it would be fun.
actress. Yeah.
There we go. A little shout out to our
To
future to
Hollywood.
Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Holler at your holler at the homies here. So yeah, I think we
It'd be
get
cool
this
to be
stuff
like
out.
an actor, like an actress in like what like a huge hit that like this is probably what everyone wants. Where you're like some unknown person and then you just come on the scene and you
Yeah.
just absolutely crush
Like
it.
Friends, right? I remember like there was a story, like the producer or the director, it's like they're going to Vegas
Yeah.
before the first airing. It's like
Yeah.
this will be the last trip you have where you're just going to be like anonymous, like having
Right.
fun. Like once this thing airs, like everyone's going to know like who you are,
For sure.
And I don't know if I could live with that, but I think it'll still be fun.
Yeah, that part I don't like love.
But
But
hey, whatever the universe brings us.
yeah, whatever. I'm so open to
Yeah, we're
abundance,
just open
like
to
no
abundance.
complaints.
Yeah. So,
All right, so yeah, that'll be great.
yep. There
We're
we
gonna
go.
crush it. So, hopefully next time you guys see us, we'll be on the pod.
Right.
But it might be Survivor too.
Survivor.
One day.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
something to work on.
Thanks for
For now,
hanging.
thanks for hanging.
Bye.
There we go.